Yo folks, welcome to this week's video. In this video I want to talk a wee bit about 10 things that I wish I knew before I stepped on stage as a physique competitor. As some of you may know, I stepped on stage twice last year and it was two very different experiences each time. So I'll give you a few pointers as to what I've learned through my experience of competing. First things first, I would recommend signing up for the show sooner rather than later, because then once you've actually signed up and put money in the game, you're less likely to back out and you're less likely to actually cheat on your diet or anything like that. So yeah, just go all in sooner rather than later so you're committed to it fully. One thing that's like extremely overrated is peak week. People think you're gonna get all these mad changes in your physique and it's just gonna make you like explode. But really, I would rather play peak week a lot safer than trying out new things that I've never done before and risking actually spilling over or coming in really flat or whatever. So honestly, I would aim to be in stage condition like 2 to 3 weeks out. Play around with your carbs, play around with your sodium and your water intake. Find out what works best for you. Personally, I feel as if in the British finals I spilled over a wee bit too much because I started trying to load up on too many carbs. I kept on thinking I was flat. And this actually leads on to my next point, which is have somebody else looking over you and ensuring that you're making the right judgments throughout your prep. So this could be a coach or even just like a friend to send your check-ins to weekly to make sure that you're on track. A second pair of eyes can really just make a difference between you thinking you're looking flat or if you're actually just being a wee bitch. So the next point is don't underestimate your posing / your stage presence. This is one area that I neglected a lot in my first show, especially because I'd never been up on a stage in front of hundreds of people before, and nerves can get to you. So once you're in that kind of state of mind, it's good to have your routine completely nailed just so that it does look fluent on stage and your body language is coming across a lot more confident than say if you got up there, shit yourself and got really nervous. So keep that in mind, practice your posing sooner rather than later and find what poses work best for your physique. Before you start your prep altogether, be prepared to sacrifice a lot of your social life and just a lot of time in general, because the last couple of weeks can take up a shit ton of your time. If you're not willing to sacrifice that time, then you're not going to bring the best package to the stage. So ensure that your time management is on point and you're finding the time to prep your meals, finding the time to put in cardio and finding the time to get effective and efficient training sessions in. So following on from that point, the last 2 to 3 weeks of your prep can be very unhealthy, especially because hormone imbalances can start to take place just because you are dieting down into such a significantly low body fat. Your calories are at an all-time low and your energy expenditure is probably at an all-time high as well. So things can get very detrimental to your health. So that's one thing you want to take into account. It might be advised to check up with your doctor to see where you're at and see if you're actually eligible to diet down to that significantly low body fat. So it's a huge mental game whenever it comes to preparing for a show. So you just need to keep it in the back of your mind that it's you versus you and anyone can show up on the day. So if you see people on Instagram or YouTube or whatever that are competing in the same show as you, don't let them throw you off, because bodybuilding is very perspective driven and it's an art. So it really just comes down to what the judges think on the day, and yeah, just work with what you've got and what you can do to bring the best physique that you can to the stage. So one crucial tip I would give you is give yourself enough time to prepare altogether, because the last thing you want is for you to have to drop your calories significantly like all at once and try to diet down for a show, increasing your stress levels and kind of just putting your body in a very, very bad place. So it's a very slow and gradual process, so ensure that you've given yourself enough time to make the difference altogether. So when it comes to cardio, I like to use it as it's needed. It's a tool, so don't rely on it as your main source of creating a calorie deficit. Personally, I like to drop my food before I increase my energy expenditure. And I just implement cardio once I hit a plateau in my calorie intake. So keep that in mind, don't use it as the number one source of dropping body fat. Strength loss is inevitable whenever you're dieting down into a significantly low body fat, especially in the last couple of weeks whenever you become very run down and groggy feeling. So I like to track my workouts in as much detail as I can so that I've got a base point to work off of whenever it comes to the stages, whenever I just do feel tired and I'm not hitting the right number and I'm not hitting the same amount of reps that I did the week before. So even if that means that I need to add a couple more sets, all in all I'm going to be reaching the same volume as I am the week before, and I'm not going to be regressing as much as if I had to just give up on the set that I couldn't hit the number of reps on. Hopefully that made sense. Anyway folks, I hope you found those tips a lot more helpful. I kind of wish I had known those things before I had competed at my shows, but you know what, you live and you learn. So if you are interested in competing in a show and you want that extra boost, I do offer online coaching tailored to your goals, and that does include show prep. So hit me up with an email down in the description below and you can make an inquiry for it. I'd be happy to help you. Anyway folks, I hope you found these tips helpful. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you could drop a like and a comment and just let me know that I helped you out. Let me know what you want to see next time, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
The leaves are green, 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 summer's green, green, green.